Hello everyone and welcome to another Starcraft 2 match. This one's going to be between DIMAGA spawning as a red Zerg and his opponent Daklodra, or as may you call him Whitera, spawns as a blue Protoss. The map's going to be a scrap station and let's see what's going to happen here. So this is going to be game number 1, best out of 2 I guess. That's all the games I've found so far. But this is going to be a Slavic kind of game. Both players are Ukrainian, so you want to call them Slavic players, go ahead. But they're both really good players. DIMAGA, really great Zerg player, and Whitera's like magical Protoss player, Protoss. And Whitera's gonna be building a pylon over here, and this probe's gonna go, no, not gonna go back to work, just gonna go scout. And there is only one way this Overlord gonna be going, and I think it's going kind of faster than usual. And you can see the fog actually going away and coming back, or whatever you want to do. And Whitera's Overlord is gonna be, Overlord probe is gonna be scouting, and DIMAGA's not getting really anything. No spawning pool yet, just getting some more drones, get a good economy going for his race. That's what you want to call it. Just trying to get a good economy, and I guess this probe's gonna be building a gateway as soon as this pops out. And a gateway is going down for the Whitera. And this probe's gonna go back to mining. So both players going kind of for still in the standard opening, and this probe's gonna be trying to sneak in there, maybe steal some 5 minerals, but no, he's just gonna look around and come back, or he's gonna go look for the expansion, which is really common to do, because you have to look for the expansion. If you play as any race against the Zerg player, you gotta look for that expansion, because if you don't find that expansion, you pretty much kinda in a good situation right now, or maybe not, but if you find the expansion early, you know your opponent's not going to be as aggressive, and you can be as aggressive player. But the extractor is finished for DIMAGA, and as everybody knows, extractor before the spawning pool means speedlings. And another pylon's going down, and the simulator is finished. So does the gateway. So Whitera might be getting a zealot before the cybernetic core, or maybe he's going to be getting cybernetic core before the zealot. Usually you want to get a cybernetic core before the zealot, and he is going to be getting cybernetic core. And he's going to be kind of making a little wall in over here, and this Overlord is going to be, haha, I know what you're going for, buddy, but that's not important. DIMAGA's not getting, what is the, oh, a little bit not dead to the gas. He should have got his extractor just a couple seconds earlier. And this probe's going to be chilling over here, because he's not going to let DIMAGA expand right here for next couple minutes, maybe seconds, I don't really know. And as you see, metabolic boost is being researched, and zealot actually is on the way just to block off this little space over here. Whatever you want to call that space, wall, I don't know, whatever. This probe needs to get back to work, buddy. Don't be slacking over here. Oh, he's gonna be waiting to drop a pylon, and the second simulator is finished for the Whitera, and this Zerg is gonna be harassing this, but the expansion is going down for the DIMAGA. So DIMAGA is going for the spawning pool before the expansion, and I have no idea what kind of build it is. I don't really know what kind of build it is at all for both players. Actually, I know the Protoss build. It's just standard Protoss build right now. Unless he's gonna getting robotics, but no, he's getting a second gateway and then robotics, which is really common to do. But the Stalker is on the field, and he should be able to kill these two Zerglings. Maybe not. That one's gonna probably survive. No, Zergling's actually running away from this thing. And this guy, not really a whole lot of happening right now. And this just really basic stuff going around here. And this Stalker's really trying to follow these Zerglings. Really don't want to let him live or do whatever, but this guy needs to turn around and go back to his base, because there's like way more Zerglings, and they're probably gonna surround him, and he's probably gonna go down to these Zerglings. Ah, get out of here, Stalker. And Stalker is getting surrounded by the Zerglings, and there is no way he's gonna survive that. And hatchery should be done for the DIMAGA right now, and he's gonna start transferring a couple more drones over there to start getting saturated. And Roach Warren is going down too, so we're gonna see some roaches on the field, and there's lots more drones gonna be built. Oh, actually they are finished, and he needs to start transferring, because this is a little bit oversaturated. And DIMAGA's gonna be actually pushing out with all the Zerglings he has right now, but there is a sentry and a zealot, so this should be able kind of protect for long enough time. Kind of forgetting what I was going to say, and warp gate's kind of being warping a little bit late, and there is another gateway going down. So Whitera's am I going to go for 4 gate, 3 gate robotics? I don't know. Let's see what this probe's going to be. Oh, this probe's just building a pylon. But the Whitera has enough gas to build a robotics facility, so he might be actually is building a robotics facility. And let's see what this guy's gonna do. Whoa, Whitera is actually packing on minerals. Look at how much minerals he has. 700 minerals, and he's not spending them. He has to be spending that money as much as he can, because... And this probe just being lazy, man. Get to work. he's gotta start doing something. And the Dimaga's lair is finished, and I don't see any sort of tech, any Hydralisk or Muta stand being built right at the moment. But there is another pylon going down. There's way too many pylons, not enough gateways. Look how much. Oh, so Whiter was saving money for the expansion. That's why he was saving up so much money. I thought he was like fell asleep on the keyboard or something. I don't know. It happens. I mean, professional players can do whatever. Then just go take a shower and come back and play the game, or get a Snickers and eat the like a Snickers commercial. Whatever you want to do. I don't know. But it's kind of what professional players do. They can do, I don't know. These overlords is gonna be doing something over here, poop and creep everywhere. This expansion is, whoa, this expansion really saturated now, pretty good. So both expansions should be pretty good saturated, and Dimaga's economy should be way ahead. Wider, so let's look at the income difference. Whoa, Dimaga's like at 1300 and Wider is only at 700. So second expansion, as you can see, kicking in pretty hard, and the hatchery is going down really in the main base to another hatchery. And I guess Dimaga kind of wants some extra larva from this hatchery. He's not trying to expand, but he just needs some extra larva to get as many roaches as he can, or zerglings slash roaches, what do you want to call this. But why did I put in a forge over here, which is kind of weird, and pylon? So I guess he's gonna try to wall off this ramp over here, or he's just gonna try to secure his expansion, put couple cannons over here just for the defenses purposes, and he's gonna be transferring some more probes over here just to mine some minerals for his base. And there is really not a lot happening in the game right now, as you can see, so don't really judge me for not saying much, because there is really not much to say right now at the moment. But both players are just kind of microing up, getting their own stuff, getting extractors, researching, getting roaches, researching level 1, getting 2 more gateways. So Wider's gonna go for the 5-gate build as far as I can see, and robotics. So it's 5-gate robotics. His expansion is gonna get saturated. Whoa, he's a simulator finished pretty soon. I was there like a couple seconds ago. They were not there, but that's not important. And really, both players are just trying to get as massive armies as they can. And Dimaga actually is gonna be trying to secure this expansion, which he should be securing pretty good. But he's in a good position. He's controlling the Zelnaga tower, and both players are actually gonna go. No, not both players. Looks like Wider's gonna try to break these rocks with these sentries. Look how many sentries he has. That's like 8 sentries, man. I never seen that many sentries. Let's look at this. I don't even know how much damage it does, but looks pretty cool when it shoots it, doesn't it? Just bunch of vibration or whatever you want to call this thing. And these creep tumors are everywhere, man. Creep is pooping just everywhere. And this hatchery is finished, and whoa, Dimaga's going really heavy on the research. So the more research he finishes before he attacks, the better. Roaches should be doing 19 damage probably by the time this thing is finished, the missile thing, whatever you want to call the attack for the Zerg player. And Wider's going to be pushing out with a lot of Stalkers and a lot of Sentries, no Zealots surprisingly, and more Stalkers. So all it is Stalkers and Zealots, and force fields going down, trying to stop these Stalkers, roaches from coming in, and roaches are barred and going under the shields. Great micro by both players, but the shields going down again, and the roaches are borrowing down and going up. Man, look at this, Dimaga using the borrow and move thing really good. Look at the force fields. They can't do anything about these roaches, and roaches are survive. So I guess Dimaga practiced this build pretty well, because as you can see it worked. So Dimaga's probably like, oh man, I don't even know what to do. I don't have an observer or anything like that. He's just getting an immortal, but he should be getting an observer, because it's really hard to go against bordered roaches. Oh, observer is on a field. I did not see this little guy earlier, so he should be chilling over here on top of this unit, since there is no overseer for the Dimaga. But the Hydralisk then is finished, so we're gonna see some Hydras in this game, which is great. Love seeing Hydras, or any Zerg player going for any different build besides Mutas and Zerglings. I like roaches, Hydras, Ultralisks, whatever you want to call it, except Mutas and Zerglings. I've seen that build way too many times, and roaches are actually gonna be leaving. Don't leave the party, man. Don't leave the party, dude. And Immortal is on the field, and these roaches are gonna go down to these Stalkers, because the observer is in a perfect placement, and roaches are borrow, and they're trying not to escape, get on the creep and run away as much as they can. But this hatchery might go down, and look at all of these drones, and the force field's going down for the Wydra, and oh, look at all of these drones are going down to their Stalkers. Oh, dude, there was so many drones right there, and great micro by Hydra, putting so many force fields, stopping all the drones from escaping. Great micro by Hydra. And this Zealot is only one of his kind, and Hydra's gonna be pushing all the way in, man. Hydra has pretty scary army right now, but there is lots of Hydras and Roaches at the same time. So DIMAGA is in a good position right now, but Hydra is pushing all the way in with all he has. And he needs to start warping in a proxy pylon or something to reinforce his army. And Hydra's army might be going down easily to these Hydras, but the force field is going down, stopping all of these Hydras from shooting. But there is more Hydras on the way, but there is still lots of Stalkers and Zealots at the same time. Not Zealots, Immortals, but all the Hydras are going. Am I gonna go down to these Stalkers, or Stalkers gonna go down to these Hydras? I can't really say right now, but it's pretty even right now. But no, all the Hydralisks are going to be killing all the Stalkers and the Immortals. Look at this. Hydra's doing so much damage to these Immortals, but there is more reinforcement coming in from the Hydra, and Hydra should be easily reinforcing this, and DIMAGA is going to be pushing back. There was a pretty epic battle right there, but there is more Hydralisks coming out for DIMAGA, and they are on the creep, so these guys are going to be pretty fast. And Zerglings, oh, look at the Zergling speed. Look how fast they're chasing these guys. Not in my house, man. You kill my expansion, I'm coming for you, man. I'm gonna kill this pylon because that's how I feel about you. And Hydra's gonna be trying to reinforce, getting some more cannons, trying to get his expansion up and running. And there is another Immortal coming out, and we have robotics base, so we might gonna see Colossus. I mean, actually, we're gonna see Colossus when the robotics facility finish, and Hydra's gonna start building the Colossus. But there is he's warping in Zealots just to find these against these Zerglings, but there is lots of Hydras coming in, and there is more reinforcements coming in from DIMAGA, and Hydra really needs to start warping in some more units or push back, trying to use these cannons towards his advantage. But still, there is lots of Stalkers, and Hydralisks are going to be pushing back, and Hydra's coming on top of this battle. Great micro by Hydra and DIMAGA at the same time, but DIMAGA is going to be GG'ing. So this has been game number 1 between DIMAGA and Hydra, and thank you for watching.